Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Inspector Gadget, Operation Madkactus, for the Game Boy Color, even though it says on the title screen it's just Inspector Gadget. Nope, the full name of this game is Inspector Gadget, Operation Madkactus, and there are other platformers based on the Inspector Gadget franchise, besides the ones on Super Nintendo. There's this. I know there's a couple of games on the Game Boy Advance. I know Advanced Missions is a thing. But for now, I'm just going to be playing through Operation Madkactus. Now, we could put in a password. We could look at the credits, but why? And we could check out the Ubi key feature, which is just something that uses the infrared thing on the Game Boy Color, but we're just going to start a new game. A New World Mystery. Customers of the Happy Cactus Company have been disappearing after buying their cactus. You can scroll through the text and scroll up and down through it with up and down. Kind of like the Super Star Wars games on Super Nintendo. And the game does go through the text automatically. It does go to the next screen given enough time, but you can also press A. Dring! Calling Gadget! This is the boss. Your mission: neutralize the cannibal cactus factory on Awoo-Iwoo, the secret island of Dr. Claw, by placing polymer chewing gum bombs in strategic points in the factory. First of all, game, you put respect on his name. His name is the Chief, not the Boss. I don't know where the game gets off doing that. But, no, he's called the Chief. Come on, game. Gadget is dropped on Awoo-Iwoo. He doesn't know, but Penny and Brain are there to help him, as usual, even though they're basically 5 to 10 feet in front of him. Or next to him. It's all a matter of perspective. And from here, we have a map screen. We start with the jungle and World 1-1, the beach. Level 1, the beach. Collect the question marks. They will give you lots of information, I would imagine. And we'll definitely be seeing them right here, for instance. The exit arrow shows you the way out. Be ready for the game to show you where to go to exit constantly. Press select to go into the directory to choose your character. Be careful, you can only choose on dry land. You also have to be standing still on the ground too. You can't be on a ladder, you can't be in the water, you can't be in midair. You have to be on the ground, not moving at all. And Penny is the only one to go underwater. Amazing, isn't it? And by pressing select, we can choose Penny if we want to swim with her, which we will. And by going further to the left, we will be in the water, and we can grab this arrow icon. The Gadgeto bonus rubber arrow is great for hitting enemies at long range. And we need to stay away from this squid thing as we need to get back out of the water. So, Penny, well, first of all, I should probably talk about the HUD first. As Penny skips around on the jump rope that I have no idea why she has it. From left to right on the HUD at the bottom of the screen, you have your current character, the current amount of lives you have, your energy meter, your current number of gadget points, and a red bar that, depending on what you're doing and who you're playing as, is a gauge for many things. In Penny's case, it's her air meter. When she's in the water, her air meter will slowly go down, and if it goes all the way down, she drowns and you lose a life. For Gadget, it's for his weapons. Speaking of which, let's switch back to Gadget. And managed to take care of that guy by ducking down and pressing B with the hammer to hit him with the hammer. And you can crouch with down, and you can crawl with down, left, and down, right. And you can look up with up. Left and right obviously lets you move around, but here's the thing. If you move around for about 2 seconds with Gadget, the skates kick in and he becomes a little harder to control. And I sometimes don't like playing as Gadget because of that. Thankfully, Penny and Brain do not have that problem. And there is a M.A.D logo with an arrow pointing left. The arrows on the Mad Cat heads show you the hidden bonuses. Thankfully, we've already got the plunger shots, so we can do that. And above that was a cupcake, or a muffin, which completely refills our health. Great! Here's some pure energy. What, is this information society or something? Your life gauge is going up. And from here, wait on this guy. Wait for him to come my way, and I can't believe I grabbed another one of those. And let's go ahead and grab these. And here's a gadget point for your collection. If you collect 20 gadget points, you get an extra life. Keep that in mind. And need to beat you down. So, fighting with enemies, you're better off doing that with Gadget, though there are some times where you have to do that with Penny or Brain. Yes, you'll be able to play as Brain. Speaking of playing as other characters, let us... Uh-oh. Let's do that. Ow. Okay, I managed to do that with Penny. But here's the thing, though. As I said, you're better off fighting enemies with Gadget, because not only is he the strongest, but Penny and Brain can only take 2 hits before they die. 1 hit drains the energy meter. The second one just defeats them outright. And switching characters does not refill their health. I will have to find another muffin for Penny. Brain is a double jump champion. Press A button again when he jumps. And yes, it is saying press the A button. This game was made by Ubisoft. I don't know them for making grammatical errors like that, but you do see that happening here. Also, Brain can not only double jump by having yourself press A in midair in the middle of a jump to jump again, but he's also the fastest. And there's a mosquito there. I want to get rid of that. Wait for it to get close. And I should have waited just a little longer before hitting that with the hammer. I'm not going to grab anything here unless I absolutely need to. Brain can scramble into the narrowest passages. Because of that, Brain is able to get into passages that Gadget and Penny cannot. I didn't want to grab that, but well, my positioning left me with no choice. And punch with all your might, Brain. Yeah, Brain isn't that strong, but if you can get somebody into a punch loop like that, do it. And I'm going to totally give you that energy because you deserve it. Well, you need it, really. More need than deserve. And I want to get those gadget points, and I want to switch back to Gadget there. By the way, if you need to switch to any of Gadget's weapons, just select Gadget, just highlight them, press down, and you can choose between any of the weapons that you have, including the hammer. I'm just going to go ahead and use the hammer. Also, moving platforms. They are a thing. I do not recommend using them with Gadget because, well, go Gadget skates. And I can't believe I made that work. Penny and Brain can grab ledges if they jump into them or fall into them. And then I believe you have to press the direction that you are facing in order to pull yourself up. There we go. Also, in case it has yet to be mentioned, we still have yet to hear the Inspector Gadget theme. And as a matter of fact, we don't get to hear it at all. Much like in the Super Nintendo version. Or the Super Nintendo game, rather. That's one of my biggest complaints about the game, and I can't believe you hit me. And there's a Gadget head! Fantastic! This bonus gives you another life. There's a life bonus on every level. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find every Inspector Gadget head, but I'm sure going to try. And I grab the muffin. And by going over here, we can fight a mosquito. Thankfully, it takes one hit with Gadget. And then we can get to the exit. The little flashing exit sign is your exit. Also, Gadget, Penny, and Brain all have neat little animations for when you complete the level as them. Anyway, it's time to go to World 1-2, the jungle. Level 2, the jungle. Remember, the question marks are there to help you. Indeed they are. And let's go ahead and get ourselves an extra life because we've reached 20. And while I could go to the right to exit, let's beat up the cactus by hitting it twice with the hammer and get ourselves some nets. The Gadget Toe bonus net thrower is perfect for neutralizing an enemy. Also, whenever you collect an enemy, collect a weapon, it automatically switches to it. So if you want to keep the hammer, you better be ready to switch to the hammer just right then and there. I'm not a big fan of that. Are you kidding? Switch to Gadget. That hurt. And there's some energy for Brain. Can I get it for him? I can. Okay. Energy is pretty commonplace here. Not gonna lie. Alright. And I need to get rid of this guy with Gadget. And I can get these Gadget points with Brain. And if you grab onto a ledge and press down, you can drop down. And I need to get on the move and stay on the move in order to get to the left. You must reach dry land in order to get out of the water with Gadget or Brain. Oh, I want to see him put on the penguin suit. I've never seen him do that. I've never really watched his idle animations. Not really quite sure what he's doing with the penguin costume, but well, he has a costume just like in the show. So, that's a cool little detail, I guess. Also, Penny is the only person who can leap out of the surface of the water with up. With Gadget and Brain, you do have to swim your way all the way back to dry land. So, be careful. Okay, you can press up. I didn't know if you could. Okay, you can press up or right. We got that settled. It's either or. And I want to get these points as well. And really? Oh, there we go. And I don't want to fight enemies unless I absolutely have to. Or if the game provides me a way to do so. And that just took me back to the start, but that's okay. Alright. Remember that you can look up and down with up and down on the D-pad. And let's see here. There's a Gadget, and there's an evil cactus person. And be prepared to see duplicate hints. Brain can scramble into the narrowest passages. Again, that's been established. And I got hit there, but that's okay. I can easily beat this guy up now that I'm close enough to him. And I can get myself some energy for Brain. If I start seeing enemies, though, I will start fighting back. And We're going to need to wait here for a platform. If you fall down there, you're instantly losing a life, so don't do that. Ow. That wasn't fun. I can drop down there with Brain. So let's do that. There's nothing else there besides the muffin. And there's another muffin if we needed it, but thankfully we don't need it. I need to switch to Gadget, but at least the game was kind enough to not have the mosquito hit me there. And we now have a way to get further around here. Now we could go to the right to exit, but if we go over here, we'll find some more nets for I wish the game did not switch weapons on me like that. Also, if the skates didn't pop out like that, I'd also be a little more grateful. And I need you... You know what? I'll just go over here and just exit the stage. Huh, I still took damage. That was weird. Anyway, World 1-3 No Man's Land is the third and final stage in World 1. There are 3 stages per world. And I'm going to be playing 1 world per video. Level 3, No Man's Land. Gadget has to place his first bomb under a large stone X. Want to be very careful as we go through here. Want to wait for him to stop. And then him with the hammer. And there's a mosquito there. You know what? I think it's better if I do this with Brain. I do not feel like sliding around the skates. Jump on the flashing box to open a cave. And since he stopped, I'm going to hit him. This guy with the knife, or what looks like a knife, will charge at you. And here's the flashing... Are you kidding me, game? I didn't hold left for far enough. That's why I dropped down. Anyway, jump on this. And there's the thing that we were just told about. Now, if you just keep holding left, we can get across the pit without falling into it. I can't believe I did that. That was... But yeah, but we just keep on going, we can clear the pits easy. Again, I can't believe I did that. And here's a guy with a gun. Interestingly, Brain is the only guy who, or rather the only character who can duck under the bullets to take the guy out, if need be. And I can slide down here with Brain and get that. And I'm going to go over here real quick to beat you up and get another plunger. Always gives you that every single time. I wish it didn't. And there's nothing over here. There's nothing up there, rather. So we might as well go back to where we originally were. And I just grabbed a cupcake for no reason with Brain. Alrighty then. And now we got ourselves another mosquito. Let's take care of that thing. And it's another guy with a gun. Well, I can switch weapons while I'm on a ladder or in midair, but I just can't switch characters. I forgot, I can't be on a ladder. And he sees me, but I can just keep standing here while ducking and just keep hitting him like that. Here's some more nets for Gadget, and if you jump on the flashing box, you will see a moving platform. Okay then, let's jump on it. Let's see the moving platform. There's the moving platform. Now when you get off the moving platform, it will fall down. So you want to be very careful about what you're doing. And It'll come back eventually. I thought there would be something to the right there, but I guess not. Oh well. And I was able to wait right at the threshold of where he went to the right before turning around. And because I'm ducking, he can't see me like that. There we go. Wasn't the best, but it worked. And if we go up here, we'll get some secrets. We'll find a secret. And I'm just going to punch this guy in the foot until he falls. Jump on the flashing box to see a bonus. Well, he charged at me. But he couldn't really do much because I was ducking. Now let's jump on that flashing switch there to get a gadget head that we can reach by double jumping. How am I doing with energy? Okay, Gadget's perfect. Cool. I still need to play his brain, though. Where's the platform? Or do I... Oh, that's right. I need to be down here for that. And I got hit there. Brilliant. Well, I'm going to switch to Gadget, just... Or not. About to say, I'm about to switch to Gadget just to be safe, but... There's like... 2 whole... muffins right next to each other. And he was in the range of my hammer, so I was able to hit him. And we don't have a hint for this, but it does give us some more nets. And I need to remember that this thing keeps switching my weapons every time. Seriously, this is very annoying. That is one of my... All of my big gameplay gripes have been with Gadget. Also, I'm had to double jump to get that and get here. That set of Gadget points. And there's our red X that we need to drop the bomb at, but I want to get rid of this guy with the gun. And now that we're at the X, we can switch to Gadget, or we can go up to the X with Gadget and he'll drop the bomb. And we have one more hint. When you get to the computer, select Penny and press the top arrow on the control pad. Why don't you just say up on the D-pad to let her hack into it? I have never seen any game call up on the D-pad the top arrow on the control pad. Like, I'm used to calling the D-pad the control pad because I grew up as a Nintendo kid, but I've never seen anyone call it the top arrow. That's a new one for me. So let's switch to Penny, go up the computer, and press up. To hack into the computer, you have to put an electrical circuit together to get the power supply. Use a control pad to put the pieces of the circuit together. To place one of the pieces in place, press the A button. To turn it around, press the B button. Press select to start the electrical circuit. So, before we press start, I might as well mention stuff. You may see parts of the left and right walls that have a little gray and red thing on it. Those are your entrance for the one on the left and your exit for the one on the right. And below the picture of Penny, you have your current time, which we have 112 seconds of. The next piece you're about to place with the A button, and then the next 4 pieces in the sequence from top to bottom. Of those 4 pieces in the lower left-hand corner, once we place that little intersection piece, we'll place that little stopping point that will make it so that if the electricity goes there, it just stops. You do not want it to go into the grid area because you will mess everything up. And you'll have to do this again. Now, thankfully, we can rotate stuff. Pay attention to what you are doing. And, watch what you need to drop. And watch where you have everything at. Once you have the circuit complete, you can then get everything started and worked on and everything. And I'll put that right there. And I need to cap these things off. So I need to just keep dropping stuff until I'm done. And we have a complete circuit. Press select. And we got everything from point A to point B, and we have won. And by completing this level, we actually have one more thing to do. We have a boss. So, these red things on the floor. You want to avoid those, and you also want to watch out for the missiles that drop down. These red things will come out from the bottom of the screen, or the ground rather. And you really want to watch out. Stop! 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 I did not want skates, game. And stop! Stop! Oh my word, this is not the hardest thing. Stop! Why am I having such a hard time just getting somewhere? Stop! No go gadget skates! Apparently, oh my word. So you have to hit that guy 3 times. You have to avoid the little force field that comes out of the little M.A.D skull there that the guy is hiding out in. And whenever you hit him, he does launch a missile, even though he launches missiles intermittently. Those red things on the ground are the worst because they blow up and they take up a little bit of your energy. But getting hit by the force field does even more damage than the little red things themselves. As do the missiles. Also, I lost 4 lives because apparently I just need to just keep jumping with Gadget. And apparently running for more than 2 seconds makes the skates kick in. And he just slides around uncontrollably and you have to wait to get him to stop. Usually I don't have problems with this boss, but at this time I did. And you can see why I don't like playing as Gadget all that much. I really don't like the skates, and I wish they didn't do that. Anyway, by beating this guy, we can head to the exit, and we can head to the next world, which is the Plasma Heart. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we take on the second world of the game and hopefully do a little better. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!